flea and tick diseases that you do not want you or your family to contract. Guys, we are talking Lyme disease, typhus, and alpha gale. Stay tuned. Welcome back to the channel, Craig, howtopest.com. Today's video, guys, we are talking diseases out there that are prevalent with fleas and ticks. And these diseases, like I mentioned in the intro, are typhus, alpha gale, and Lyme disease. Guys, some of you out there may be dealing with this already, and you can attest to what a nightmare it is if you happen to contract these viruses. Right now in California, there is an outbreak of typhus. And what is typhus, guys? Typhus, I'm no doctor. I'm going to give it to you in layman's terms, the best I understand it. It is a name of a group of different bacteria. So they just call it typhus, but it can be different variations of bacteria. The one in California that's most prevalent, and the one they're getting right now, and even in Texas, is murine, if I'm saying that correctly. And it is a flea typhus. It's caused by fleas, guys. It's caused by fleas on wildlife. It's caused by fleas on your pets. And it's caused by rodents. And I think, in my opinion, one of the things that's going to bite California in the butt in the coming years as we go forward is, a couple years ago, California made this knee-jerk reaction. They tend to do that with a lot of things in California, and they banned a lot of the rodenticides out there. So why is that an issue? It's an issue because when you take away certain rodenticides from the professional in his arsenal, then he only has certain ones to work with. Well, how that bites you in the butt, bites him in the butt, is that the rodents, they become immune to a certain rodenticide when used over and over and over again. It goes back to what I tell you guys in the videos about rotation of pesticides. It's the same thing with the rodenticides. And what's happening right now, in my opinion, is they are being inundated with rats because rats are out of control. And what do rats carry? They carry the fleas, which gives off the typhus. Now, how do you get that? The infected flea bites you, and you now have typhus. So how do you avoid that, guys? I want to give you a couple options today, and I'm going to primarily stay inside, and then I have other videos out there that show you how to take care of your yards and your brush areas. But if you want to watch those, jump over to the How to Pest YouTube channel, and you will see all of those there. If you want different products than the one I'm talking about today, jump over to howtopest.com, punch in fleas in the search bar, punch in ticks, and you'll get all the different things that we recommend for inside, outside, or both. Now, let's get into the product that I want to talk about today. So you have fleas, or you're trying to make sure you don't have fleas. The number one thing you can do for yourself if you have pets is you got to treat those pets, guys. And you have to treat those pets with a veterinarian approved product, like a Frontline. That's a brand name one. But there's many other ones out there. If you don't treat your pets, you're not starting at ground zero. Now, let's assume you don't have pets. Well, the chemical I'm going to give you today, it doesn't matter. Either way, it is going to take care of you. And it's going to take care of fleas, ticks, and it takes care of some other things also. But, you know, roaches, lice, things like that, bed bugs. But we're not going to deal with that. Just fleas and ticks today, because that is what's going on right now. Tennessee is having a big outbreak of ticks this year. Now, understand, ticks, fleas, bad seasons, good seasons, it's seasonal. It doesn't happen every year. There's always going to be fleas, always going to be ticks. But right now, ticks are bad in Tennessee, and they have a bad flea problem in California. So I've told you what I think is going on, but you're going to get fleas in general, whether you take away rodenticides or not. It's just making, in my opinion, the situation even worse. It's compounding to what's going on. Now, the good news is typhus is curable. So if you get typhus, it's treatable with antibiotics, and just know that it's not a death sentence out there. Now, most cases, they don't show up on you. From what I've read, for 1 to 2 weeks. And then you start to get a rash, you start to get fatigue, you can get headaches. There's so many different symptoms. So if you think that you may have been infected with fleas that are carrying typhus, you don't have the fleas, so you can't test them, then go see your health professional, guys, and get checked out. Better safe than sorry. Even if it's not, at least you got checked out and you got peace of mind. Now, the chemical I'm going to give you today, guys, is NyGuard Flea and Tick Aerosol, and I have it right here. This is what it looks like. See that? NyGuard Flea and Tick. This is a beautiful product, guys. It's from MGK. It's been around for a long time. Now, you know, in other videos I've talked about Precor. That's another beautiful product, and we have that in our Flea and Tick packs if you want a whole pack. But if you just want an individual can, Precor's fantastic also. Don't get me wrong. I'm not downplaying any of these other ones. This is just another option and a fantastic one. The reason you want these options, sometimes other ones are out of stock. Sometimes one's priced better than the other. But as far as working better than the other, no. Precor, NyGuard, in my opinion, they're both fantastic. Work just as well. So let's talk about this NyGuard Flea and Tick, guys, from MGK. Comes in a can right here. I think it's a 17 ounce. Yes, it is. 17 ounce can. And this can will treat 2,000 square feet. So 2,000 square feet of living space in the house. Now, understand, in the house, you're not going to treat everything. The NyGuard is typically going to be used for fabric surfaces, carpets, rugs, fabrics, drapes, around the mattress seams if you need to get up there, box spring if you need to get that. But what are you going to do first when you have a flea and tick issue? You are going to vacuum. The vacuum is your friend, guys. I have spoke about this in prior videos. And why is a vacuum your friend? It does a couple things. Guys, the University of Ohio, I think it was, they put out a study that just by vacuuming alone, you will suck up and kill 97% of the adult fleas and 100% of the larvae and pupae that are down in deep in the carpet fibers. So pretty cool, interesting study they did out there. But what the vacuum does, it interrupts the cycle, the cocoon, the pupae, and it forms to hatch prematurely, killing them, let alone you're sucking them in the vacuum. Now, when you vacuum, you take away a lot of the problem. You're getting a lot of the blood spatter that's down there, all their food sources and debris. So how many times do you want to vacuum? I say you thoroughly vacuum and discard each time you vacuum, whether it's a bag or bagless, 3 times. That's my rule. Is that a rule that's written out there in all the guides? No, it's Craig's rule. It's 3 times because I am all about CYA. How much harder is it to go 2 more times over the carpeted area? In my opinion, it's not. Now, pro tip, guys, if you have a bagless where it has a plastic canister, I want you to take this NyGuard and I want you to treat the canister of that vacuum. So now when you suck them up, not only the ones that didn't die, but you have a barrier inside there. Now you're going to take it out, you're going to rinse it out, you're going to dump out what you've done, and you're going to do it again. So you have to spray it again because when you rinse it out, you're going to wash away the NyGuard, obviously, right? Now, once you've vacuumed, that's when the NyGuard is going to come into play. Now, what are you going to treat with the NyGuard? Just like I said a minute ago, you're going to treat all carpeted areas. You are going to treat any drapes that come down. You are going to treat the mattress. Now, how do you do the mattress? You can't go up there and just broad spray the mattress with NyGuard, and you don't need to. What you want to do is any buttons on the mattress, those decorative buttons, the tuff around the mattress. Am I saying that right? Tuff, T-U-F-F, I think. You're going to spray that little seam around the mattress. You're going to spray the box spring and those cracks and crevices where they can hide. It's almost like a bed bug treatment on a mattress because they're going to hide in those areas, and then they're going to come out. Now, your sheets and stuff like that, they have to be laundered. You cannot spray your pillows, so don't do that. That stuff's going to be laundered. Now, let's talk about pet bedding. Yes, treat the pet bedding. It does not need to come out of the room. If you want to launder it, that's fantastic too. But what have I told you about taking things out of rooms in previous videos? You need to bag them first. And I say double bag them and take them straight to be laundered and then do it on the hottest cycle. Now, I say multiple cycles on that too. Multiple hot washes, multiple hot dries, because once again, CYA. Come on, man, you don't want to do all this work and have fleas all over again. So you've treated your animals, you've vacuumed, you're laundering what you can launder, and now it's time to go to town with the NyGuard Flea and Tick. And how are you going to do that? This is a great can, guys. It's a drip-free can. Do you see this? You're going to take this off. Even on the bottle, Shake well before use. So you're going to shake this can up really well. And you're going to have on your PPE, your personal protective equipment. Now, if you want to be lazy and you just want to do it in a t-shirt and stuff like that, that's on you, man. But I'm telling you, PPE, and it's on the label. Guys, you need to have on a long sleeve shirt. You need to have on long sleeve pants. Why do I always say long sleeve pants? You got to have on long pants. You got to have on chemical resistant shoes, at least shoes and socks, and gloves, chemical resistant gloves, guys. Now, what do I top that with? I top it with a hat. I top it with goggles, and indoors, I don't want to suck up this stuff, so I put a respirator on. Guys, I'm a big fan of HEPA respirators. There are many other respirators out there. I just like the one that's going to take me home to my loved ones at night and not give me cancer 10 years down the road. So I wear a HEPA respirator. It's a high efficiency particle respirator. It's going to keep out everything, guys. So why not invest one? They're like 20 bucks. You can use it for other things. You can use it for painting if you want to. Get a HEPA respirator. Jump over to Lowe's or Home Depot or wherever and grab a HEPA respirator. It's fantastic. So now you got your PPE on and you're ready to go to town. But wait, do you have a fish tank? Do you have a bird in the room? They got to go out, man. If you got a fish tank that cannot come out, you got to unplug the pump. You got to cover the fish tank up, because you can't get this near the fish or bodies of water. It's going to kill them. Now, I said bodies of water. NyGuard is for indoor use only. This is not an outdoor product. Like I told you in the beginning, I will talk about and have in other videos about how to protect yourself from fleas and ticks outdoors. Back to this NyGuard. You're going to shake this can up well like it says. And then you're going to tilt it. It's got a little spot for your finger right there. You can see that little spot for your finger right there. You are going to tip this over 2 to 3 feet from the areas that you're going to treat. And then you're going to do a sweeping motion like this. Look at sweeping motion like this. And you're going to back yourself out of the area. Now, how much of this do you put? It's a mist, man. It's a mist spray. Do not soak this. Do not make this wet. It is a light mist spray, and it is plenty to do the job. NyGuard also is an odor eliminator. It says it gets rid of the smell of urines and things like that. I've never tested it. I'm just going to tell you what the label says, and they put out great products that I know work, so I'm going to trust them and say it gets rid of odors also. But you're not buying this for odors. That's just a bonus on top of it. Now, the NyGuard Flea and Tick is going to last undisturbed, unless you go and you steam your carpets or you clean them, 7 months. You are going to get 7 months of protection from this NyGuard Flea and Tick. And it is going to kill the fleas in every stage. The adult, the larva, the pupae. It's going to kill them all, guys. So that's what makes this so fantastic. If you treat your dogs, you treat the areas, you're going to be good to go. But you got to get all those areas, man. Remember that. Sweep that carpet 2 to 3 feet and back yourself out. So start at the furthest area of the room you know you're going to treat. If that's the mattress, if that's the box spring, start there. Once it's dry, it's safe to be back on. Same with your pet bedding, guys. Once it's dry, they can go back on that. Can you treat your pets with this? No, do not treat your pets with NyGuard Flea and Tick. Other than that, you can put this in areas. Now, if you have to, in all the other areas, I should say, can't speak. If you need to treat around the kitchen area, you have to cover all of your food utensils, your food products. Food, of course, have that put away. And then if you need to, you can treat those areas. Maybe you have a carpet in there that needs to be treated, an area rug, I don't know. Whatever it is, but yes, you can go in there. Now, where else can you use NyGuard Flea and Tick? You can use it in a lot of areas, guys. Hospitals, daycares, it even has boats, motels, hotels, Holiday Inn, you know, the whole thing. It's got a broad label, but people have to be out of the area. Only the applicator, you, can be treating the area with your proper PPE on, and then get your, you know what, out when you're done, shut the doors, let it dry, and then everybody is welcome back in, except for the fleas and the ticks. Guys, that is it on NyGuard Flea and Tick. If you have any comments, give them to me in that comment section down below. I'm happy to try to answer those for you. If there's something I didn't speak about, ask me about it. I'll answer it for you. If there's a video you'd like to see me do, I'm happy to do that also. I am going to talk, like I already said multiple times, about outdoor products, because I know you guys out there want to get those lawns taken care of, and I will give you everything from all natural versions for flea and ticks all the way up to the chemical versions. So that is it, man. Thanks for all the thumbs up. If you have not subscribed to the channel, do us a favor, go down below, hit that subscribe button. We get these videos out to you multiple times a week, guys. NyGuard Flea and Tick, Craig, howtopest.com.